Hello, my name is Carolyn Schlebeck, and I'm a member of the Orthopedic Research Society Social Media Committee. Our goal is to inform the public on orthopedic research, build community, and promote the mission of ORS. Today, I will be sharing some tips on how to create a professional presence on Twitter to promote your research and connect with other members of the orthopedic research community and beyond. Using social media can be incredibly helpful to build your network, find or announce new job advertisements, and discover exciting new research opportunities. First things first, don't be afraid. Everyone has something interesting to contribute, and you can very easily maintain a low maintenance presence on Twitter. So to start off, why Twitter? Twitter tends to be a more professional format of social media and is very easy to make connections with other individuals. And this can be done simply by sharing a question or starting a conversation as seen here. Additionally, you can promote articles that you've recently read or are interested in, and this can help you connect directly to those authors or others on Twitter who may be interested in this topic as well. Specifically, you can also self-promote either articles that you've recently published, conferences that you're going to be attending and presenting at, anything that you think warrants a self-promotion. If you have any questions with your research specifically, you can use different hashtags to connect with a community that may be able to answer your questions. So some people will use the hashtag #RStats if they have questions on running statistics in R. Additionally, you can share different successes or different types of experimental procedures on Twitter as well, and this can help you to connect with even more people who may be doing similar things. Twitter can also be used for science advocacy, so you can either share your own research, intending to get it to the general public, or other research which you think should be in the eyes of the general public as well. One of the great things about Twitter is that you can physically track how many people have seen the content that you put out. So looking at the bar graph at the bottom, you can actually select that, and then you'll be able to see how many people actually saw the tweet that you put out as well as interacted with it, and you can view the engagements more specifically as well. So to start and create your Twitter profile, you first want to find a photo of yourself that is updated and real, and this will help people who know you in real life to be able to recognize you on Twitter very quickly and easily. You'll then choose your handle name, which is an @ symbol followed by whatever you choose to be your name, as well as your display name on your profile. And you want to make sure that these match and that they actually match your publishing name. So again, you're easily searchable and easily recognizable. If you've recently gotten, or not so recently gotten a degree, you'll definitely want to include that in your profile so that people know a little bit more about you. After deciding on your name and uploading your photo, you'll then want to move on to your bio. And this can include information about what your current job is, where you're located, and any other jobs that you may hold or volunteer options that you may hold, such as within the Orthopedic Research Society. And when listing these in your bio, you'll want to be sure to tag using the @ symbol to individual profiles or through the use of a hashtag to a total community and not simply an individual profile. And once you've created your profile, the best thing to start by doing is to find a role model on Twitter. And so this could be an individual whose page is something that you may want to replicate and have a similar online presence, and you can look at the content that they've put out as well as the people that they promote. You can also look specifically at the people that they follow, and this may allow you to expand your network, and you can find out more about these people by clicking on their profile or simply by reading that bio that they've inserted into their own profile. In addition to following individuals, you'll want to be sure to follow societies as well as any journals or potential podcasts that you may be involved in, and this will help you to know what's going on in those societies specifically, so you can follow their feed, see the prominent members of the society. And when you do tag the society in your tweets here, it lets them know that you're talking about work that's involved with them, and you're much more likely to be retweeted or promoted in other ways. And so once you've started set up your followers, you've got your profile, and you start putting out your tweets, be sure to use effective hashtags. So almost all conferences have their own hashtag, and this past year ORS used the ORS 2020 hashtag. And by effectively using this, as well as tagging other individuals who you meet with at the conference or within that content that you're putting out, you can allow for more promotion of that content and more connection with other individuals. Even if you're not at the conference, you can follow what's going on simply by clicking on that hashtag. And this will allow you to see who was active at the conference. You can see individuals that you may have met but not been able to connect with on Twitter. And this is a great place to do that. Additionally, if you want to create your own hashtag, make sure that it's very clear and people can understand it through the use of effective capitalization. So here we can see that both words are capitalized, which allows us to easily read that it's a Fracture Friday. And this allows much easier connection with that content that you're putting out. So once you have your profile all set, you'll want to be sure to start self-promoting, and you can do this through business cards. You can place it on your conference name tag when you check in. Often they'll have an option to put in your Twitter handle. You'll also want to put it on any websites that you manage. So here on our group website, you can see that all Twitter users have their Twitter account listed below their image, and this allows for people to connect with them more directly. And lastly, some tips before you get out into the Twitter world. Just know that everything that you like on Twitter, and the way to like something is just by simply hitting the heart at the bottom. Everything that you like can appear on anyone else's feeds, so know that that's going to happen. Your tweets are not editable, so be sure you double check spelling and think about the tweet before saying it out. If it includes any type of media or image, it's much more likely to be promoted. However, be sure that if you're tweeting any outreach pictures that include pictures of children, that you've obtained parental or organizational consent. Oftentimes, organizations will have some kind of university photo release form that's filled out and will then save you, but just be sure to do that. And lastly, remember that Twitter is not just for self-promotion, and it's really a great way to engage with others and build that community. So be sure to do that. I hope to see all of you on Twitter soon, and thank you so much for tuning in.